Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Yep.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you've tuned in here, and we're coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio. Pizza Ranch hosts the tip-off clubs, men's and women's tip-off club, every Wednesday in Springfield and a couple times a month across the state of Missouri. Also presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, our presenting sponsor, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol. And as part of our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment, we go to Greenfield High School. We welcome in head women's basketball coach Logan Hickman. Coach Hickman, hey, thanks for your time this morning.
Hey, thanks for having us. We're happy to be here.
And Coach, first, just a little bit about the team. You guys were probably just over halfway through the season. You're 13-3 on the season. Tell us a little bit about the Lady Wildcats and what you guys are doing well right now.
Hey, so coming into the high expectations, we have a big senior class. So currently we're starting. I've had those girls since 7th grade, but I've always known that they were capable of good things. Injury last year, and she's back. So like I said, the expectation was really high. The girls, and they're wanting to go out with a bang. We started the year, our very first game of the year, flashbacks. So we started a little bit rough, but we've hit a really nice stride, and we're playing well together. I still don't think we've reached our peak. So I'm looking for us to get a couple weeks. But they're doing a great job. These kids have played together since, like I said, so they know each other, and I think that speaks volumes to our record right now.
And to that end, you're involved in the 67th Annual Golden City Tournament right now. Tell us a little bit about where you were seated. I know you've got a win already earlier this week over Dadeville, 55-46. What do you have coming up next in the tournament?
Yeah, so we were seated in the tournament. We actually played Golden City tonight. You know, they're a tough team. They're a good team this season. It'll be. I'm excited to see how we match up with different types of basketball. So I'm excited to see how our girls kind of embrace that pace in our role tonight. It'll be a good test for us. I'm excited. I think it's definitely work things tonight. But that'll be one of our higher level games. They're 13-3, I believe, as well. And like I said, they've got some good wins, but it'll be a good one. And then after Golden City, we'll play Friday or Saturday, depending on the outcome.
Very good. Well, the young lady sitting next to you is part of our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment here, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Tell us a little bit about senior Marley Wright and what makes her special.
Yeah, Marley's a special kid. She's one that any coach would have, and I'm not just saying that. I've had coaches come to me and tell me that she's a kid, and she's been that way since as long as I can remember. And since her freshman, she's a scorer, she's a defender, she's a leader on the floor. She's kind of our floor coach. Just high character kid, high IQ. She's lead every statistical category this year, but not only that, she's a great teammate. Her went through the roof this year, so she's not only doing her part, she's getting her teammates involved. It's a joy to have.
Well, Marley, first off, on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network, the Missouri State Highway Patrol, and Chevrolet, congratulations being named an Athlete of the Week. Marley, tell us a little bit about your game from your standpoint. You know, what are things that you feel like you do really well, and what are some things maybe that you feel like you need to work on a little bit?
For me, I feel like what I'm best at is being teammates involved in the game. And without them, I couldn't do what I've been doing. Without it's all about team work to me. I love my team. I think I could get better at defense. But we got time to work on that.
Yeah, very good. Now, you scored your 1,500 career point. Did you know that you were approaching that number?
I knew at the beginning of the season that I was somewhere close, but I had nowhere near it whenever I actually scored it.
So who was the first one that told you had gotten to that point?
Well, I came out of the locker room there, and my grandparents both walked up to me. They're like crowding me, and my mom was like, "Hey, picture of you," and I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "Well, you scored your 1,500 career point," and I was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Hey."
Very good. And Marley, again, we're visiting with Greenfield head women's basketball coach Logan Hickman and athlete of the week, Marley Wright. Marley, if you could go back to your freshman year and the 2023 Marley Wright could go back and give that freshman Marley some advice, what advice would you go back and give yourself if you could?
Probably to like defense and like rotations at like earlier year to finally like get in on all like the defensive aspects of the game and be more of an offensive threat.
What plans, if any, do you have after this year? Are you planning on playing at the next level? Is that something you would like to do?
Yes, next level.
All right, very good. Well, Marley, once again, on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network and the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations on being named a Chevrolet Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week.
Thank you so much.
And Coach Hickman, you've got the Golden City tournament here coming up. What are you going to have to do between now and then to get to the championship game?
I mean, I think we had our longest practice of the year last night. So, I mean, just getting the kids in the gym, getting their mindsets right. I really think it's, to get through this game and get to that championship. But I think that we truly want to be there. So, just keeping the kids' minds right. We have a team today, get in the gym a little bit, and then we'll roll to the game and put our best foot.
Very good. Well, ladies, thank you so much for your time. And Coach Hickman, thanks for getting this set up. And good luck and Godspeed here the rest of the week. Safe travels and stay healthy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.
The new Sicilian pizza from Pizza Ranch, served in squares.
Squares?
Yes, squares of skillet crust with sausage, pepperoni, fresh basil, shaved Parmesan, and sauce on the top.
Sauce on top? That's new.
Get another taste of the old world with our new Italian chopped salad.
Hey, that has pepperonis too.
Sicilian pizza and Italian chopped salad on the buffet for a limited time at Pizza Ranch.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you've tuned in. We're live in the Pizza Ranch studio. I'm Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy, and we're going up north to visit with Missouri Basketball Coach Association President and head coach of the Lawson Cardinals, Gary Belcher. Coach Belcher, thanks so much for your time today.
Hey, not a problem. Appreciate being a part of your show.
Yeah, Coach, you've got a tournament going on this week on the boys and girls side there at Lawson High School, and some folks have been sending in some scores. And I thought, well, what better opportunity than to visit with the head coach and tournament director, probably in some cases. But Coach, tell us a little bit about the tournament and how it's gone so far this week.
Well, the greatest thing about it is so far the weather's cooperated. And anytime this year when you schedule a January tournament, you just kind of hold your breath and hope you can get through the week. And so far, so good. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that the rest of the week the weather stays true. But no, we're off to a good start. We've had 8 games played in the first 2 nights. Tonight will be our consolation semifinals on both the boys and girls side. We'll come back with a winners bracket semifinal, tomorrow night. We'll do our consolation championship and 7th place games on Friday, and then finish out with 3rd place and 1st place games on Saturday.
Coach, I know your girls are off to, I believe, 11 or 12-3, start at this point. Tell us a bit about the girls' side of the bracket. What teams have impressed you, and are, as you look at the Lady Cardinals, have they got an opportunity really to come out of this with a tournament championship?
Well, they're playing well, as you alluded to, and last Monday night they defeated Gallatin by 4 points, and they play Cameron tomorrow night in the the championship semifinals. And they played Cameron prior to the holiday break at their place and came away with a win. So hopefully they'll be able to do that tomorrow night and advance to the finals. On the other side of the bracket is a real good Chillicothe girls team, and they're playing a KCI conference opponent that we'll see next week on the boys and girls side in West Platte. So hard to say how that's probably going to fall out. I know if it was seeded out, probably people's expectations might be Chillicothe, Lawson in the championship, but that's why you play the game. So we'll see how things fall out.
And now go back to the boys' side a little bit. I don't know where you guys are, in this tournament, but tell us a little bit about the boys' side and how it's gone so far and what your expectations there are for championship night.
Well, we had a really strong boys field. Our boys championship bracket tomorrow night pits Gallatin, who's a Class 2 undefeated school right now, playing really well against Chillicothe. So that'll be a good test. Chillicothe's a very strong Class 4 school, and then the other semifinal is another good Class 4 school in Richmond and West Platte that knocked off Cameron last night. So we got a couple good semifinal game coming up on Thursday. But as far as it goes tonight, the consolation semifinals, we face Trenton at 5:30 in our main gym, and Penny plays Cameron at 6:45 in our secondary gym. So, those should be 2 very competitive games. Chances are when you get on one side of the bracket or the other, it's for a reason. And hopefully the 4 teams that play tonight, I think the games will be really good and close. And then we'll see what happens on Friday when we have our 5th place and 7th place games.
Well, outstanding. And Coach, I know you've got a lot on your plate. School's probably getting ready to get out, and you've got to get ready for the tournament. But I really appreciate your assistant principal, I think, sending me the scores and making sure that we were kept up to date. And I just shot her back an email, and I said I'd love to visit, about the tournament, get it up on the Missouri Sports Network, and I appreciate you calling me this afternoon. I was at the Tip-Off Club luncheon in Greenfield today, and that we host there at Pizza Ranch, and so I scrambled back, and I'm glad time-wise it worked out. I really appreciate it.
Hey, absolutely. Anytime, don't hesitate to give us a call. Always enjoy visiting basketball.
You bet. Lawson Cardinals head coach Gary Belcher talking about the Lawson tournament there going on, and we'll step away and be back after these messages.
Not only is Country Financial our insurance, but they treated us like family.
Relationships are the single most important piece of the puzzle. We always ask this question: what is the right thing to do?
the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Continuing with our Chevrolet Athletes of the Week, we go north to Westran High School and head basketball coach Chris Sander. And Coach Sander, thanks for your time today.
Hey, thanks a lot for having us on.
Coach, first off, you guys are off to a great start here. And I say start, you're probably about the midway point of the season, 15-1 on the season. What are some things you guys are doing really well right now?
Yeah, we've really got after it this year. Defensively, I think, has been our strongest point. We're pretty tough to score on, holding a lot of teams to under 40 points. So, with our size that we have, we make it pretty tough for, teams to get in the paint and get easy baskets. And that's been a big key for us. And I think that's the strongest thing that we do. And, on the offensive side, we can be a threat down low, but we can also get hot and hit a lot of threes too. So, I think just the balance that we have in our basketball team has led to some success this year.
And you're coming off of a 24-4 season a year ago. Tell us a little bit about what you had to replace due to graduation and what you had coming back.
Yeah, we had some good key pieces coming back. This one right beside me was a big part of that. But he also has some guys with him coming back. Another guard, Ashton Dale's had a really good year for us. I think averaging double digits in points. And then Blake Williams, who's another senior. Those both are seniors that are all leaders for us. And then, we've also had some underclassmen guys that have stepped up in new roles this year. Some of them played a little bit last year. Some of them played quite a bit last year. So, they've done a good job, getting some good experience under their belt and fitting into our system and playing good basketball. We had 3 or 4 seniors that all played for us last year, and those were key guys to miss. One of them was a 6'7" kid that we've missed his size a little bit. Anytime at our level you can throw a kid out there with that size, makes it tough. So we've replaced that with another kid that's still got good size, but we've done a good job so far of replacing those guys and still getting off to a good start.
Again, visiting with Westran Hornet head basketball coach Chris Sander here on the Missouri Sports Network, part of our Chevy Dealers of the Ozark Athlete of the Week, coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio and presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks. And Coach Sander, you mentioned the gentleman sitting next to you has got a lot to do with this. Tell us a little bit about Langdon and what makes him special.
Yeah, Langdon, he's been a guy that's played for us now for 4 years. It's really kind of funny when he started out as a freshman. When we were into our summer campaign, he was a kid that we weren't sure could really play as a freshman, and then it didn't take long to start playing some summer games and him getting in the mix that he could play as even a freshman. Was probably already 6'3", 6'4", somewhere around there. But he's just got better every year. He really, as a sophomore, he really started to kind of take over, and he became our leading scorer as a sophomore and was a all-district, all-conference type player, and then done that as well as a junior. As a junior, he was an all-state type player. So, he's really just elevated his game every year. Langdon's also not just a basketball player. He's a really good football player. He's going to Northwest next year to play some football. And, whichever sport he plays in, he's really excelled and, has been a great athlete and has a lot to do with our success this season.
Yeah. Langdon, hey, thanks for being part of the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And again, on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network and Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks and Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations being named an Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Langdon, let's go back, to your freshman year to this year. What about your game do you feel like it has changed? Where have you really gotten, better? What part of your game has really improved since your freshman year to your senior year?
I
I feel like my freshman year I came in a little scrawny kid with glasses, and then come in to my sophomore year I got a lot stronger and more confidence, and my teammates trust me, and I became a lot better from my outside shooting to being more developable in the paint, get more rebounds, be able to be able to dribble the ball a little more, and facilitate the ball to my teammates.
Yeah. And you're halfway through your senior year, but as you look back over your career, what are some games that you remember fondly? What are some games that really stand out in your memory that you'd like to maybe revisit?
I'd probably say my 1,000 point against Fayette my junior year, because I had all kinds of family in town, and after the game I just got to take a lot of pictures with my family, and then I got to take pictures with little kids, and that was really cool because I noticed them kids looked up to me, so I need to be a good role model.
Very good. Are there games, in your past that you'd like to go back and play again? Maybe it's a big game that you've had. Maybe it's a game that you felt like got away from your team. Maybe it's a game you lost. You'd like to go back and say, I think we could win that. Or maybe it's a tournament championship or something.
I'd probably say a couple games. First off, probably the district championship my freshman year. I feel like if we came a little better and took practice a little more serious, that we could have really came out and beat Milan and made a real good run at state. And then last year, my junior year, against Harrisburg, we had to lead the whole game, and then we just didn't make plays to win the game. And hopefully, we should have made our free throws. If we made our free throws, probably could have won a district championship that year too.
Yeah. And moving forward here, as the coach talked about, you've committed to Northwest to play football. How has basketball helped you? Obviously you've got footwork and things like that. How has it helped you to continue at the next level, even though it's in a different sport, but just the overall athleticism?
I feel like basketball has helped me get a lot faster and has helped my footwork a lot in football, because that footwork plays a key role in being great at what you want to do. And I feel like it helps me under pressure in football, because in basketball, if you have the ball in here, you have to win the game. If you don't have, everyone knows you miss the shots to lose the game for your team.
Again, we're visiting with Langdon Kitchen, our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week, Westran High School, and head coach Chris Sander. And Langdon, if you could go back, the 2023 Langdon Kitchen could go back to you as a freshman and give yourself some advice, what would that advice be? What's something that you've really learned that you wish you had learned when you were a freshman?
I just say enjoy the moment a lot more and take in it all, because it goes by so fast. I feel like I was just a freshman just yesterday, and I miss it. I'm going to miss it a lot. I just wish I would have taken the moment more and not taken for granted playing in a district championship my freshman year, because that's the only one I've ever played in, and I really wish I would have taken the time to realize, heck, it's really hard to play for a district championship.
Well, outstanding. Once again, Langdon, on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network, the Missouri State Highway Patrol, and Chevrolet, congratulations on being a Chevrolet Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
And Coach Sander, you've got a half a season in front of you. Kind of handicap your district this year. I know you guys right now 15-1. What kind of handicap that district, Class 2, District 7?
Yeah, it's a tough district. The last couple of years, we've had, 3, almost 4 teams that have been ranked a lot of the year, all teams that are coming in with just a few losses. So, it's really, you want to play for a district championship, and those things are really big. But even for us, the district semifinals are tough games. And, we might go in there at 20-1 or whatever it might be, or with a couple losses, and we could not even get to a district championship game just with a real tough district. So, those are all, New Franklin's a really good team in the district. We've happened to already see them twice. Salisbury's a good team who we might have twice here the next couple of weeks. Harrisburg's another good team that we're going to see that's in our conference. We'll see them before district. So, this next month and a half, 2 months is going to be tough for us. And, we're going to have to be playing our best basketball, or it could be over quickly. So, we want to get as far as we can and do the best that we can.
And where will that district be played?
That district is at New Franklin.
At New Franklin. Well, very good. Well, you guys have got coming up, you host Eugene, and then you're at Salisbury before you the Sturgeon tournament. What was your seed in the tournament?
Yeah, we were the 1 seed in the Sturgeon tournament. Like I, kind of just said, New Franklin and Salisbury are both in that tournament. So, going to be some tough games in that tournament. We've actually split with New Franklin this year. We beat them once and they beat us once, so that's our one lone loss. So possibility to see them again, or we see Salisbury again, or maybe both of them. You never know.
You bet. Well, Coach Sander, I greatly appreciate you setting this up. And again, congratulations, Langdon, and hopefully we'll get to visit again down the road, maybe during district time.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Appreciate you having us.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage, presented by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank, with more than 100 locations in 6 states. They care as much about your money as you do. Great Southern Bank, member FDIC. And the Pizza Ranch Studio, Doak Propane, and Burgess and Associates. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. And as always, keep it right here at Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com.